My wife makes more than me. I'm completely fine with that, and so is she.
Oh, it rhymes.
It's a slam down on the green.
Is that a haiku?
That is the energy. I'm here for it. So my name is Devika. I am an advocate for sexual violence awareness as well as mental health awareness.
My name is Kristian. I do work related to diversity and inclusion, and I recently helped out with Aware's community discussions. So I facilitated conversations with men about their role in advocating for gender equality.
I work with Aware as well.
Oh, cool.
Like, this is exactly what we need because there's a lot of men who are affected by these issues as well. So I think what you're doing is great.
In this game of Hold Up, both of us will be reviewing online opinions about gender issues. Together, we'll decide how we feel about these opinions and choose a button to press.
If we love the comment, we'll press the green button. If we don't, we'll press red. But if a comment gives us mixed feelings or we feel it's worth a deeper discussion, we'll press hold up to pause the game and have a conversation. I am pretty excited.
I feel like I know confirm NS gonna come up. Confirm.
I'm pretty excited to discuss with you. Like from a male perspective, I think that's very valuable. Let's get into it.
Teach men from young that showing their emotions is okay then. Yeah.
Well, it's easier to objectify the opposite sex when you have establishments like the Thai disco where you can auction for the entertainers. It's a flat out no, but I also want to talk about it. They got this all wrong. The reason why Thai disco exists is because the objectification is in demand. It's a demand and supply chain. Stop watching porn, it leads to all kinds of problems. This is a bit of a double-edged sword.
Interesting. Okay, then that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what are your opinions on porn?
I think it's a nuanced debate, right? It's kind of boring to just be like, yeah, let's get rid of porn. But I think there are also like a lot of people doing, I think, quite interesting things with trying to like reclaim the porn industry, doing like some subversive things. I guess the whole like OnlyFans industry also has helped people assert agency, gain money from themselves, gain empowerment.
It's an avenue in which many young adults, like our children, teenagers who are growing up, they utilize this to learn about things that they can't discuss with their parents.
You know? So it's not stop watching porn, but start having better sex education.
Yes, correct. Have better conversations about what is consent and what intimacy really is. Straight guys, what would be good ways for girls to safely indicate disinterest? Sexual consent form. Go with this.
That's not bad, lah. I think that's not bad. That's not bad. The whole rank her out of 10 thing irks the out of me. Yeah?
For me, it's really like out of 10 only, man. Like, no, I'm kidding. But like, I agree with you.
What? I mean, still I hear it, right? It's not like as if we've moved on. It still happens, definitely.
Once a person ranked me as like a 3, and I was like, out of 3? A 3 out of 3? Thank you! You know, and I moved on. So like, people try to objectify others, and I don't know why they think this is okay to like kind of minimize a person down to their physical appearance, first of all, and down to a numerical value. When female...
Told you! Told you that it's gonna come out!
I think it's worth having a discussion since it's quite a... Oh, you want to move? Okay.
I mean, I guess there's a lot here, right? I guess people like use this argument. They're like, what about NS? Women don't serve NS. Checkmate, right? That's why they're like more privileged than us, right?
Did they say women are more privileged than men because they don't go to
Okay, I'm abstracting here, but that's sort of what I've anecdotally heard, right? They're like, how can you say men are more privileged when you don't have to serve NS? I feel like there are a few things here. Number one, like, okay, but also like the gender wage gap is like, it's like 16% between the different genders. Are the men okay? Y'all want to talk about NS? Or is it feminism that you have the problem here with, you know?
I love that you brought that up because I feel like this discussion only comes up as a rebuttal and never as a discussion. I would love to actually talk about it. Like, why do y'all feel very strongly about women should also serve NS? Because maybe you guys have some valid points. How about this? We just make it voluntary for everyone. With some added perks. So like people actually feel like you know, hey, maybe if I voluntarily go for this, there are all these perks available to me. Moving on.
God gave man a penis and a brain and only enough blood to run one at a time.
I did take a deep breath. What do you feel like doing? Yeah. I feel like pressing this actually. So I don't think they're going to be thinking about the impact on the victim when they get the urge. But that doesn't excuse it, why? You get the urge. Like, I also get the urge to punch a person. Doesn't mean I should punch the person, right?
Also, like, how does it, like, logistically, how does it work? Like, does the blood, like, go to one spot, then it goes down, you know, like...
Why you all never shave?
I'm assuming that you're talking about why women don't shave.
Because they don't want to.
Yeah, but also like, do men shave? The kind of expectations put on men, no, right?
No.
Yeah.
If you watch like those like razor advertisement, the lady is shaving over a completely hairless leg and be like, oh, wow, smooth. I'm like, I think that in itself shows how taboo it is to see female body hair.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why we're always cold in the office, because we don't have the body hair to keep us warm. Thank you, social beauty standards.
Unfair social. It's me.
Oh my god, is that you?
Yeah, that's why
Is that
it's
really
me.
you?
For men, prop wear panties out.
Let's clarify it right now, okay? Let's set this record straight. So do you wear panties out?
Am I supposed to like pull down my pants?
No, not if you don't want to.
I mean, I don't wear panties out, but also if I wanted to.
Yeah.
What is the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem? Must ask. How you know? How you know? What does that say about you? I recall this old joke. Man touch woman is called molest. Women touch men is called shiok. Ooh. It's a fair comment. I think it's a very under-discussed topic.
Yeah.
This is also why I love the fact that you are working with Aware to bring men into the conversation, because I think men are less likely to come forward and talk about it because of the shame attached to it.
With a lot of female survivors coming forward with their stories, there's a lot of conversation on that, and then a lot of men also sometimes feel like even though they've been like sexually violated, they're like, I don't know if I should be taking up this space also, right? Because it's not necessarily my time to maybe talk about this and things like that. I've seen a lot of like healing happen when men also get to be vulnerable with other men and actually like process that collectively. And it's sad that we don't have more of those spaces. Honestly, some companies keep girls because they are pretty. It's good PR and attracts the hardworking guys who can do the shit work.
Okay, I think we have some things to dissect here. There are some people who will still believe this pre-existing narrative, that the only reason women are deserving of staying in a company is because of their pretty privilege. It's because they are attractive, and that's why. When you say these kind of things, it really perpetuates the underlying issue with the patriarchy, where they displace value based on the different things expected of the genders.
What does pretty look like in Singapore?
Yeah.
Also, right? Is another thing.
Yeah.
I mean, being pretty is also a lot of work, right? That goes like undervalued, like how a lot of the front-facing jobs as stewardesses or like, you know, receptionists and things like that, the kind of work to curate yourself, that's all work that people don't acknowledge, right? And these are historically then jobs also that don't get paid a lot, even though that labor should be very much acknowledged.
Yeah.
How do you like the game?
Actually, it's fun, but I think it's also a great way to get discussions started. You and I, we had certain moments where we weren't on the same point.
Right.
Then again, you see, we could discuss that without judgment, without, you know, being aggressive and all that. So I loved that about the game.
Yeah. I think the one about beauty was quite real, right? I feel like that one was really like, yeah, who gets to define beauty?
The Thai disco one stood out for me.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a very common thing we hear from a lot of people. I think it applies to even like victim shaming situations. Like, because this kind of a dialogue perpetuates that whole mentality that you need to be doing something for you to get something. This person got violated. Probably she was dressed like someone at the Thai disco. So when we can remove that kind of a mentality, or we can really call that out, it actually would lead to lesser victim blaming.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this episode of Hold Up.
If you like this video, remember to like, share and subscribe to Scope on YouTube. Bye!